Hi. I'm just gonna tell a little story about more of an in-depth review about the Beverly Hillbillies. It's a true story. I knew them personally. I just wanted to, break it down a little further than it went on the show. Just kind of tell you, in summary, how it went with them. Um, well, it started out, they lived on the mountain. They didn't have much money. I mean, they were they were just poor, just struggling. It's hard life out there on the mountaintop. And they did it somehow, though. I mean, they managed for a long time. But, um, they had a lot going on there. It wasn't just one or two people there. It was several people, cousins, grandparents, that sort of thing, uncles, livestock. Anyway, they one day went out and, it was dinner time, or, I'm not sure exactly what the deal was, but, it was hunting time, basically, time to go get something. And they were out, and he he sees a rabbit or a squirrel over there on the ground, and he raises up to shoot it, and he doesn't get the animal, but he's pretty tough on himself about it for a minute until he realizes something's coming up out of the ground over there. What is that? It's kind of making the ground shiny. Maybe it's an aquifer or something like that. They get over there. That's Texas tea, black gold, oil, crude, whatever you want to call it. But he struck a well. I mean, 1 in a million chance. Maybe 1 in 1,567 chance. But he hit it right there on the money. So they don't know what to do. I mean, they're not the kind of people that would know right away that, yeah, this means something good. But they figured it out soon enough, and they talked to a couple of city folks, and I guess they got their well set up there, and however long it took, they became millionaires over it. And they decided they stayed in the house for a little while, because that's just what kind of people they were, a real modest group. But they decided they didn't want to live there anymore. I mean, yeah, that's what they know, but they just thought, you know what, we got some money now, so let's just, let's go somewhere nice. Let's live out the rest of our days in a nicer place. So they get everybody loaded up. I mean, they don't have much. They got everything they had, and they put it all on one vehicle. I mean, it was a stretch to get all of it on that one car, but they sure did it. And because they're that kind of people. They're intuitive and ingenious in their own way. But they actually figured out how to get everything all onto that one car, and they headed out to Beverly Hills, that is. But they had everybody up there's got a swimming pool. I mean, there's movie actors, movie stars, mansions. So they got them a pretty neat, nice place right up there in Beverly Hills, and they were a little out of place. I mean, it wasn't just like them moving into a neighborhood with like-minded people. I mean, they didn't really fit in, but that didn't really stop them none. they, they made it work. And so they put all their money in a bank, and the banker was kind of, he did whatever he could to try to keep them happy because they had a lot of money in his bank. And he wanted to keep it there, and if they had some outlandish request or something, he would always try to accommodate it. But they had a swimming pool of their own, concrete pond as they referred to it. Real humble folk. I mean, not the kind of people you run into on a daily basis. But that's pretty much the story in a nutshell. I mean, they really got into some hijinks along the way, and when they were there too. So it's a real enriching story. I mean, a tearjerker too sometimes, but they really, that's the American dream right there. So just remember that when you're out hunting. Maybe you don't want to hit the food every time. You never know where that next oil well is going to come up. So that is that. I guess that's where I'm going to end it. So, it's your chance is next. I mean, it's what I call the land lottery. Sometimes I'll just go out and I'll shoot the ground. But I got a phone call. I'm a pretty important businessman here, so we'll see you.